This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. The Shannick, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's going to sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's Snap in the hole. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good.
That's fly ball deep right field. Get out of here.
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grabs. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Ripped away from him. Right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Live from Ross Memorial Park at Washington Jefferson College. It's high school baseball here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP. Today, the third place playing game for the PIAA State Baseball Playoffs. Mohawk will take on South Park. Today's broadcast on LC SportsNet is brought to you by Bailey Chiropractic, MBP Insurance, the Newcastle Transit Authority, UPMC Orthopedic Care, the Penn Water Company, Toshiba Business Solutions, the Red Zone, Door Bonner Law, Gem Builders Incorporated, Ponce Insurance, Works in Progress, Paint Services, the Crane Room Grill, the City Rescue Mission, Something for Your Wall Photography, the Mohawk Education Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lee Moan. My brother Jay Moan will be alongside me here shortly, along with our producer Matt Flannery. Third place game between South Park at 14-7 against Mohawk at 12-10. Taking a look at the brackets, you can see that South Park coming off a very tough loss to Riverside. They lost 1-0 in 12 innings, and that's how they ended up here, the number 5 seed in the WPIAL playoffs. Mohawk coming off a loss to Quaker Valley 5-2 on Friday, so that's how both these teams meet here in the third place consolation matchup. The winner of this game will get the third place out of District 7, and they will get the winner of Forest Hills and Huntington on Monday. And then the loser of this game will play Titusville, the District 10 champion, on Monday, the state playoffs when they begin. So we're going to take a quick break, make sure everything is working well, and we'll come back and break down this game. You're listening to High School Baseball here at Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
This is Jess. She loves to run. So does Jade. And Jen does too. And while they all love running, at AHN Sports Medicine, we know they each need a little something different to get faster. Our doctors and specialists pinpoint that difference and make a personalized conditioning plan to improve Jen's stride, and Jade's endurance, and Jess's form. Because at AHN Sports Medicine, we see you.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB e-store, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB e-store in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
That's the power of Bowser.
You're always on the winning team with the Power of Bowser, the official car dealer of the WPIAL. Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience around. See the full lineup at powerofbowser.com. Powerofbowser.com, where the power of Bowser is yours.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by American Dairy Association Northeast. Your milk comes from a good place.
Finna make common sense cool again. No tripping, I'm the man, caught slipping. I'll be 20, 30, 50 high. Something to send to Uncle Sam. No, it's hitting fans, only sowing fertile land. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Check his post, he ain't got it. Send plans, more than likely, she about it. What he posts, more than likely, he ain't about it. Caught a wave. Now we finally making noise. Y'all quiet, y'all timid, y'all shy. Illinois, put in work, finally got it sound. We got it, Illinois. Y'all ain't even got no poise. Y'all know I'm the boy, I'm the boy, I'm the boy.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
People are consuming information on screens. Businesses that want to engage, educate, or entertain clients are turning to Toshiba to provide inspired communication with digital signage experiences that attract attention in novel and entertaining ways. Information needs to be managed to be effective, and organizations can trust Toshiba to provide solutions for improved workflow, which help to securely store, organize, and manage information, whether in digital or physical form. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zingleopole or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. With smarter printing, you are unleashed. The office is wherever you are, and Toshiba makes it seamless to print whatever, wherever, and whenever. Our mobile printing applications allow you to print or scan to both Toshiba and third-party MFPs right from your mobile device. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
I'm Kevin Sapp. I'm president of the Mohawk Education Association. We are one of the sponsors for the Lawrence County SportsNet. We would like to take a moment to wish all of Lawrence County student athletes health and safety as they compete. In particular, we would like to wish luck to all of Mohawk student athletes as they represent our school with pride.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
And welcome back to Ross Memorial Park, Washington Jefferson College. Third place consolation. Again, the winner will be both these teams this season, unlike the first game, Jay, that Laurel had their season come to an end, a 2-0 defeat to Riverview. Both these teams already qualify for the state playoffs on Monday. Think you have a different mindset going into this game, or tune-up, or how would you maybe look at this as a coach?
I think they want to see who they're going to be playing possibly, and then that might change their mind on what they want to do.
We'll find out then. So let's go for our Mohawk will be the visiting team, and I'll let you run over the Mohawk starting batting order, Jay.
Okay, for the Mohawk.
Sorry about that. Sponsored by the Crane Room Grill. Please don't eat outside right now because it's too cold and rainy, but you can call the place in order 724-656-1553 to call ahead and reserve your seat today or after the game.
For the Mohawk Warriors, Jackson Chapman is leading off, playing first base. Drew Roner is batting second, playing center field. Vinny Pizzullo playing shortstop, batting third. Bobby Fadden playing second base, batting fourth. Cam O'Lear playing third base, batting fifth. Cash Stratton playing left field, batting sixth. Jackson Peters playing right field, batting ninth, or playing right field, batting seventh. Briar Crawford is pitching, batting eighth, and Connor Hart is catching, batting ninth.
And that's your Crane Room starting lineups in our defensive alignment, sponsored by the MedorBonnerLaw.com, your community firm with a personal connection and individualized service. They have flexible appointment hours. Medor Bonner Law is a team of experienced lawyers and staff always ready to help. With a local firm with deep ties in the community, visit MedorBonnerLaw.com to see how they can serve you. Connor Hockendoner is on the mound. He will be your pitcher today for South Park. Ryan Spitznagel's the catcher. Keegan Fichetti is at first. Troy Miller's at second. Bryce Brzezinski at short. Andrew Mitleiter is at third. From left to right, Nolan Oliphant, Tyler Wendt, and William Hayes. Cooper Hockendoner, Jay, was the tough luck loser in that semifinals. Pitched 9 in the third innings against Riverside, gave up 5 hits, no walks, and struck out 14 in 9 in the third innings. Overall, 8-0, 125 strikeouts. He had 16 strikeouts in the first round. So, in that game against Riverside, threw 107 pitches, 89 strikes.
He must throw a lot of strikes.
He did that game anyways, and unfortunately, South Park, if you're a South Park fan, they lost that game for an unearned run in the 12th inning. Is how they lost to the top seed of Riverside. And that game going on as we speak across the parking lot. Riverside and Quaker Valley doing battle. Your 2A champion, by the way, is the Freedom Bulldogs. They won the 2A championship. Sarah Catholic won the single A championship earlier today at 11 o'clock. Keys to the game today, Jay. We look at those keys to the game. Sponsored by Joe Wright at Paints Works in Progress Paint Services. You can call 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting project.
I believe for the Mohawk Warriors, they're going to have to play mistake-free ball, and if they get a chance to score runs, they're going to have to do it because Riverside doesn't give it, or South Park does not give up that many runs.
Yeah, well, Hawk and Donor on the mound. I mean, he is a fierce throwing those strikes. I mean, I think the small ball is going to be big time here today. As Jackson Chapman will be your first batter here for the Mohawk Warriors.
Chapman come in batting. Let's see, I got my paper here.
386 on the year.
Yes, you're right.
Or thereabouts, anyways. I don't think they have the complete updated. Hawk and Donor throws a first pitch strike, throws a second pitch strike. He's right on cue from the last game, Jay.
He said he threw a lot of strikes, and so far, 2 perfect strikes. Doesn't seem to throw a lot of speed, but has good control.
That one just down low. Yeah, for the big, tall lefty.
I'm not sure how many lefties Mohawk's seen this year.
Hawk and Donor listed at 6'3", and swings through that pitch. Does Jackson Chapman. First batter, strikeout. Bring up Drew Rona.
Come in batting .323 with 16 RBIs.
Drew Rona, Mr. Everything, along with Bobby Fadden at Mohawk. First pitch just a little inside. Yeah, Drew's brother Jay did everything at Mohawk. Did it well. He's now at Youngstown State, is brother Jay. There's a strike.
Up against say, I believe Drew's going to be the same as his brother Jay was.
That's tough to do.
Yes.
There's the 1-1. Little number back to Hawk and Donor. Throw over and get the second out.
Nice play by Hawk and Donor. Just get his feet set, made a perfect strike.
Head coach Nick Mariano. 8th year here at Mohawk, a Newcastle grad. Played at Westminster in his playing days back then. Hopefully going to get a golf team in for the Chauncey Open. I reminded him again. So we're hoping. So hopefully Coach Mariano will come in, get a team in the Chauncey Open. First pitch strike to Vinny Pizzolo.
Coach Mariano's 1-15 in his first season.
Down low for Vinny, part of the basketball team, that very successful basketball team at Mohawk. Unfortunately, had to run into Aliquippa.
Then Aliquippa, when we went further down, lost one of their key players.
And key coaches.
Yes.
That ball fouled out of play. Count goes to 1-2.
Not sure exactly why, but he is no longer the coach of the Aliquippa Quips.
Nope. Story for another day.
Yes.
Here comes the 1-2. That's down low. By the way, thanks to Mr. Santini and Mr. Duncan for working very quick and getting us back on track here on time in the last game. Count goes to 2-2 to Pizzolo. Off speed, lined out center field. Making the catch out there will be Tyler Wendt. 3 up, 3 down. No score between Mohawk and South Park. You're listening and watching high school baseball here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAT and NFHS.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Welcome back to Ross Memorial Park at Washington Jefferson College. Time for our starting batting order for South Park, sponsored by the Crane Room Grill.
Batting first, Cooper Hockendoner. Batting second and playing shortstop is Bryce Brzezinski. Cooper Hockenberg is a pitcher. Ryan Spitznagel, the catcher, is batting third. Andrew Mittenleiter is third base, batting fourth. William Hayes is right field, batting fifth. Troy Miller is second baseman, playing second base. Keegan Fegedy is first base, batting seventh. Tyler Went, center fielder, batting eighth. Reiner Leary is the designated hitter, and Nolan Oliphant is playing right field.
And your
left field.
Medora Bonner Law, defensive alignment, Briar Crawford on the mound, Connor Hart behind the plate, Jackson Chapman at first, Bobby Fadden at second, Vinny Pizzolo at short, Cam O'Lear at third. From left to right, Stratton, Rona, and Peters, as Hockendoner will step in to hit. Speaking about everything, he had 462 during the regular season, did the tall lefty. First pitch down low. He was the championship goalkeeper for the South Park Championship soccer team. At 6'3", it's pretty good. Nice to have that tall goaltender. Fouls this one off. All-state pitcher.
He's definitely an all-around athlete, just looking at him.
And the count 1-1. Tried an off-speed pitch, and boy, that stayed up way high. Count goes to 2-1.
I think he wanted that to drop a little bit.
Crawford 4-1, 4.06 ERA was Crawford on the year, and that ball's ripped into right field for a leadoff single.
No doubt about that being a single. Second baseman couldn't even move. It was by him so fast.
Crawford, 31 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, 15 walks on the year. As Brzezinski will step in. Bryce Brzezinski, the senior. No courtesy runner. Brzezinski will take first pitch strike, and Hockendoner are going to get back quickly.
Nice snap throw by Connor Hart that time.
Courtesy runners in the first game. So pitchers and catchers both ran for themselves in the first game. That pitch way up high. Crawford a little upset with himself. Those breaking balls aren't breaking. They're just staying above the zone. Get yourself in trouble.
Yes.
With those hanging breaking balls. So 1-1 count.
Better up in the zone and down the middle.
That ball down low. Count goes to 2-1. Again, Riverside and Quicker Valley doing battle across the parking lot as we speak. Gray, overcast skies here in Washington. It's been that way since basically game time, since about 2:30 or 2:50 our first game. Ball bunted up the first base line, and it's a good one. And Brzezinski is going to be just tagged out. Snap throw back down to second. Hockendoner gets back safely, but nice play there by Jackson Chapman as Crawford did not get over in time for the bunt. Chapman fielded and barely did get Brzezinski running down the first base line.
Yeah, it was a very good play by Crawford. Okay, now we have...
The sacrifice goes 3 unassisted. Bring up Ryan Spitznagel.
Nice bunt by Brzezinski there. Down the right field line is which way you want it.
Moves Hockendoner down to second base. A good throw there by Chapman. Almost got Hockendoner leaning the other way. The South Park in business. First pitch. There's the strike outside corner. I need to get Mr. Spitznagel a golf sheet. He's a golfer.
Okay.
Maybe they'll make the trip up to Newcastle for the Chauncey Open.
I think depends on what happens this game.
Here comes the 0-1. That's down low. His high school season's done. That's why we picked him. That's why we picked the golf outing to be after golf.
There's 2 other golfers on South Park's team also. Runner in second.
Here comes the 1-1. That ball's ripped down the left field line, but it's going to drift foul. One hopper over the fence.
That was a shot.
Just turned 325 down the lines here, 360 in the alleys, 390 straight away. The count goes to 1-2.
That would have stayed fair. The runner from second would have definitely made it in.
Yeah, Hawkendoner would have been easily in. So heading the count is Crawford. Counts 1-2. Here it comes. That's try to get him to chase, but way outside. Not going to chase that.
Nah.
Again, the softball championships today, scheduled at Lily Field, were all canceled, and they're trying to move them somewhere for tomorrow. Count 2-2. Off speed, just gets a piece of it. They'll list a little bit more information. As of right now, all the games that are slated for tomorrow with Mohawk and the Shannock and Union, all scheduled for Lily Field tomorrow, are all on as scheduled down at Lily Field as of right now. But stay tuned.
As we always hear, TBD.
Count 2-2. Runner takes off. And, boy, Spitznagel fouls it off. Hawkendoner got a great jump. Interesting 2-2 count, and you're running with one out here in the first.
I think he saw the warm-up, the way he was taking his time to come to the plate, and he definitely had a beat.
So Hawkendoner will get back to second.
Too bad Spitznagel could have put that ball in play.
Crawford gives a sign and turns and does not throw to second.
Shortstop and second baseman both did not move, so he had nowhere to throw it to.
Oh, you have to at least make the attempt to make it look like you're going to throw. Crawford taking his time here, looking. Here finally the 2-2 off speed, way up out of the zone, but Spitznagel goes for it, strike 3.
Good pitch by Crawford.
So Andrew Mittleiter will try to get this run in. Yeah, pitch definitely out of the zone, but got him the chase. Mittleiter, part of the basketball team at South Park. Takes first pitch strike at the knees. Again, 4 umpires here in the playoffs.
Mittleiter is also on the golf team.
Runner takes off, and that ball's drilled right up through the middle, and Hawkendoner is going to score easily. 1-0 South Park. RBI single for Andrew Mittleiter.
I think he would have scored even if he didn't have a big break.
Ball ripped right back through the middle.
Pitch didn't have a chance. See if they run now.
So William Hayes with 2 outs.
Crawford from the stretch now.
Pitch way up high. Mohawk never winning a WPIAL championship. Coach Mariano mentioned Coach Mariano played at Westminster. On the other side, Coach Corey Fisher in his second year. A very, very young coach in Coach Fisher. Ball fouled off. He just graduated from Waynesburg in 2022, and now he has a head coaching job here at South Park. He was the assistant at Bethel Park a little bit.
Fisher was actually diagnosed with cancer his senior year at Waynesburg.
Pitch up high.
Continue to play through, even though he's getting his treatments. Then he had to undergo more treatment during his first year as a head coach.
His honorable mention PAC in 2022. Count 2-1 to William Hayes. Ball stays up high, ball 3.
I thought Hayes was going to take a swing at that. Had the bat in motion, but held back.
South Park has won 2 WPIAL championships back in 2013 and then again in 2022. Count 3-1 to Hayes with Mittenleiter at first. That ball's caught by Crawford. A line drive, put out the glove. Look what I found. 3 outs.
That's the way the pitcher plays that position.
No runs, or excuse me, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left. Played 1-0. South Park, you're listening to high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
No two companies create the same way. Toshiba empowers the art of business by uniquely enabling businesses to work with tools designed specifically for them. In a constantly evolving world, business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
And welcome back. Top of the second inning, 4, 5, 6 hitters. Mr. Bobby Fadden steps in the lefty on lefty. First pitch bunts down the left field line, foul. I don't think he wanted the bunt. He squared around the bunt, and that bunt was coming towards him. I think he put the bat out to protect him.
He's grinning a little bit when he comes back to the batter's box. Fadden come in batting .358 with 15 RBIs. Definitely an all-around athlete. Basketball, football, and I believe he golfs also.
He's a golfer also. Only a junior. Fouls this one off the left-hand side. They're trying to find out where the 6A softball games are going. 4A and 5A are going to be moved to North Allegheny tomorrow at 11 o'clock and 3:30. Is your 4A and 5A games tomorrow at North Allegheny. 1-2's fouled off. And then Seneca Valley and Hempfield are scheduled to go somewhere. Count goes to 1-2. Just down low. Yeah, I feel sorry for 6A softball. Only one team gets in the state playoffs. And pretty much maybe the top 2 teams in the state, one of them aren't going to get in. 1-2. What a curveball there by Hawkendoner. Strike 3. Second strikeout and 4 batters for Hawkendoner. 1 out.
He had Fadden completely folding that pitch.
Yeah, Riley Miller and Lexi Hames doing battle for Hempfield and Seneca Valley. Camo Lair, only a sophomore.
Lair's only batting .218.
Fouls this one off the first pitch.
Well, with the .215 average, he has 15 RBIs. So he makes his hits count.
And Hawkendoner working a little bit too quick. Gets, I won't say warned, but nonetheless, have to start his windup again. That's the strike at the knees. Count goes to 0-2.
Little reprimand from the home plate umpire.
Comes the 0-2. Just outside. Boy, he hit the glove perfectly. Spitsnake will set up outside. Didn't move the glove. It was a ball.
I think he set it outside just a little bit.
Comes the 1-2, swing and a miss. So Cash Stratton will try to get the first hit here for Mohawk here in the second inning.
Hawkendoner is really looking sharp in the first 2 innings. His 3rd strikeout so far. Cash Stratton has been batting .345, 16 RBIs, and he has 2 homers.
And that hits him. Barely hits him. Maybe the nicked his shirt or something there, but pitch just went inside, so a very speedy Cash Stratton gets on base. We saw him have a nice football season, Jay. He really developed nicely, did Cash.
He had a couple very impressive runs in a couple of the games we did.
So Jackson Peters will step in with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning.
Cash is second on the team in stolen bases with 8. Or third, I guess. There's 2 with 12, and he has 8. So he's third in the team. See if Cash elects to go.
Yeah, you're facing a lefty, though. Pitch fouled out of play. Yeah, I mentioned Coach Mariano in his 8th year. He had the longest hitting streak in the nation back in 2008, did Coach Mariano. 35 straight games. It's the 11th longest in D3 history. Hawkendoner throws over the first.
Stratton back easily.
Again, just gray, cloudy skies. It must have been a lot of rain down in California to rain out those games. So they delayed it. Comes the 1-1. Stratton takes off. Pitches inside. Throw down. Stratton's going to get there easily. But he slid off the bag. And he's going to be out. He had it. He beat it, but somehow came off the bag. Umpire right there. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Inning and a half. 1-0 South Park. You're listening to high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And welcome back to Ross Memorial Park, Washington Jefferson College. Nice venue here, down here at W&JJ.
That's the first game I've done here, and I really like it. It's a beautiful ballpark. The turf, I'm starting to like turf more and more.
Well, if it wasn't for turf, we wouldn't be playing.
Well, I wasn't a fan of turf earlier in my life, but I'm starting to appreciate it because at least you get these games in.
Yeah, and I'm a proponent. If you're going to turf the whole thing.
Oh, I agree.
You see a lot of high schools that do that. You know, they only turf half of it, and now our umpire's going to go out and say, "Hey, let's go out here. We're done. Let's stop talking."
Umpire's taking control of this game. First, he didn't want you to go too fast. Now he's going too slow.
Oh, the catcher's going out there to talk. I mean, you haven't even the batters. Troy Miller steps in. Troy Miller off to Bethany to be a Bison first pitch strike.
South Park is a very young team with 6 seniors and the other 20 are underclassmen.
Comes the 0-1. Ground ball, shortstop. Pizzolo up, throws, and gets the first out.
Nice, easy play by Pizzolo. Took his time.
Keegan Fichetti will step in the box. There's your other golfer, Mr. Fichetti. Remember when we were young, Jay, they said you're not allowed to golf if you're playing baseball. First pitch to strike. You remember that?
Yes.
Back in the days? Didn't help either. Crawford with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That pitch way out of the strike zone.
He couldn't hit that with a 10-foot pole, that one. It was way out there.
Yeah, Coach Fisher not liking that swing. Here comes the 0-2. Just missed off the corner. Good pitch there by Crawford.
Brought it in just a little bit, but still wasn't in to be in the strike zone.
Comes the 1-2. Ground ball right side, fielded there by Chapman, and he'll take it himself. Crawford was there that time, but Chapman says, "No, I'll take it."
Nice play by Chapman. Wasn't really a hard hit ball, just easy bouncer right to second baseman.
And our other golfer, Ryan Lavery, the designated hitter for South Park. The lefty. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. 1-0. South Park leading Mohawk. Here in the third place consolation game. Swings and misses at that one. The ball pops out of the glove of Connor Hart. Yeah, Freedom only 2-hit shutout in the 2A finals over across the parking lot. There's a strike. Count goes though 2. I want to say across the pond. Yeah.
That sounds a little bit better.
Yeah. Could be a pond the way it's been raining. Comes the 0-2. High pop-up infield. Connor Hart's going to come back to the backstop and out of play. Does go out of play.
I think it grazed the fence on the way down.
Yeah, could not tell. It's out of our sight. We're right behind the backstop. And coach comes over and talks to Lavery. Umpire looked at him and was like, "Well, should I charge a conference?" No, we're gonna hold off charging that conference. So it wasn't. Everybody's still going back to their positions. So here comes the 0-2. There, good layoff there.
He wanted to go, and no, but better not. Crawford's really mixing his pitches up well. Up, down, moving it around well.
That pitch way up outside, ball 2. By the way, our first pitch delivery today was brought to you by the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. You can stay refreshed by enjoying hot or cold water at the click of a button or enjoy a cup of coffee with our bottom-loading water cooler option. That's the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. 2-2, that's fouled off.
Lavery battling right now.
They'll deliver any water to you at your door, your business, or a golf outing. Comes the 2-2. Just down low. Count goes full.
Good hold by Lavery that time.
So payoff pitch. Outside ball 4, so 2-out walk. Bring up Nolan Oliphant. Part of the basketball team is Nolan.
Oliphant is also a golfer, Lee.
2 outs here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 South Park. There's a strike. Yeah, rumor has it that 6A game might get moved to Norwin, which is turf, between Hempfield and Seneca Valley. Comes the 0-1. That's down low. As is right now, all our games for tomorrow, Mohawk, Neshannock, and Union all going for softball championships. Going to be scheduled at Lily Field starting at noon tomorrow, but stay tuned. We'll definitely have audio coverage of that on the Lawrence County, and then NFHS will have all the video. So if you're a member of NFHS, you can watch those games. If you're not a member, sign up. You'll be able to watch those games tomorrow from Lily Field. I said, well, we'll have the audio, so turn down their audio and turn our audio up. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, strike 2. Sort of like the old days, you know, turn off the TV and turn on Myron and Bill. Or Myron and Bill, is it Bill Fleming? Mr. Fleming. Outside, but down 2-2.
I believe it was Jack Fleming.
Jack Fleming, thank you.
I was thinking about listening to Bob Prince, the gunner. Of course, that's way back.
Yeah. Well, so is Jack Fleming.
Yes.
Count 2-2 to Oliphant. Comes the pitch. That's outside, ball 3. Of course, the thing with Gunner, though, is you go 2 innings, and then you say, oh, by the way, the count's 2-2 in the score. Good payoff pitch. Runner takes off. Hit the right field. Over a few steps to his left is Jackson Peters for the final out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. Played 2. 1-0 South Park. You're listening to high school baseball here at Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the NFHS Network.
Since 1911, the City Rescue Mission has been serving our community by providing food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, and hope for the lost. We continue to love all that come through our doors, extending mercy and providing grace just as God has done for each of us, serving with a compassionate heart and sharing the good news of the gospel and the hope we all have in Jesus Christ, just like we've done since 1911. We can't do this alone, and we continue to need your help.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
1-0 South Park as we go to the top of the third inning on a beautiful sunny 75-degree day.
You better check your glasses, Lee.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. At least they said it hasn't rained for a few hours, which is good. It was a little wet drive coming down here as we come in from the Butler area. Matt comes in from the Newcastle area, and it was pretty rainy on the way down. And but we got them in. That's the thing. You know, like I said earlier in the first broadcast, Jay, that the Shaler Pine Richland game last night was torrential downpours going on. They didn't stop the game. So they said if that got in, they're playing these ones today, and they did.
Well, it's an all-turf field, and there was no lightning. So
yeah, that's the whole key right there is no lightning. You know, without the lightning, you know, you can do a lot with turf. So Jackson Peters.
Peters come in batting .255.
Hawkendoner's been impressive early. Takes first pitch ball.
But Peters also has 14 RBIs.
Swings through that one. Remember Hawkendoner, we mentioned during the pregame, 107 pitches against Riverside and 89 strikes. I'm sure Dawson's doing the math in his head.
Yeah, he's done teaching for the day, so.
Teaching? Counts 2-1. Swings through that fastball.
Pitch a little bit up, but
he
connect with it.
Yeah, Hawkendooner looks like about a mid-80s fastball. Swings at that one. Actually, a foul ball. Drops out of Spitznagel's glove there. Looked like he had it for a second, but dropped it.
The batter didn't even realize he hit the ball. He started running to first. He thought he struck out.
But a 2-2. That's a strikeout. Hung on this time. Strikeout number 4. Briar Crawford will step in. Yeah, Hawkendooner's dad, Sean, played for South Park back in his days. He was an outfielder and a pitcher. So the bloodlines.
Was he a right or left-handed pitcher?
Do not know.
Okay, I just wondered.
Keep wondering, because I do not know. There's a strike. Yeah, I Googled him, and I couldn't find anything on him. So comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Yeah, one of the coaches we had the other day, I said, it's a good thing when you Google you and you can't find anything on you. He said, that is a good thing. So it means he's out of trouble. Out goes the 1-2. Swings through that one, strike 3, and Spitznagel hangs on to that foul tip that time. 4 out of the last 5 batters are strikeouts. They hit batsman in between. Connor Hart will try his luck.
Connor Hart come in batting .218 for the year.
First pitch, high outside strike corner, and Hart does not like that one. Nor does the coaching staff. Comes the 0-1. That's ball fouled down the right field line.
Mohawk looking for their first hit in the afternoon.
Getting at the end of this game, we'll have our Melee Chiropractic play of the game and our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Given out normally to our Lawrence County stud or player. Counts 1 and 2. But if something unusual or spectacular happens, we will divert every once in a while. As Connor Hart fouls that one off. We've had to do that a few times.
Game's always just, I imagine something's good's going to happen here in the next inning or two.
Yeah, here comes the 1-2. That's outside. I know the one football game you and I did, we had to give a MVP to, I think it was Cornell running back or wide receiver or something like that. You had to, because we just.
What do you have, 3 touchdowns, 300-some yards running? It was just amazing.
It's like we're giving him a shirt. I don't care if he's not from Lawrence County. Count's still 2-2 as Hart fouls that one off. Try to drive that pitch count up if he can. Comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 5 out of the last 6 and strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down. You're listening to high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
And welcome back to Ross Memorial Park. Time for our Melee Minute, sponsored by Melee Chiropractic. Softball championships all canceled today. As far as we know, the 3A, 2A, and 1A games are involved in Lawrence County is all on as scheduled tomorrow from Lily Field at noon, 2:15, and 4:30. More importantly, we have a golf outing on June 28th, Jay, to raise money for the Chauncey scholarships. You can go check that out at LC SportsNet. There's information on there. Castle Hills, June 28th, 2 p.m. shotgun start with some form of dead animal on a plate on our menu. But for $80 and $320 for a team, we're handing out 2 scholarships this year. That's the plan right now. So hopefully we'll be able to raise that money and keep this going for the longtime legend Mark Schoss.
Yeah, he deserves something like that. He was a great broadcaster, and he was the voice of Newcastle for many years.
Yeah, he sure was. And we might even guarantee something else. We might, in honor of Mark, throw some form of dead animal on a plate at somebody in honor of Mark Schoss also. Matt's a little bit too young. He never know. I don't know if he knew Mark or not, but if he would get upset or something, you would see a headset, a pen, something flying in the press box of some sort. So we might have to throw a sandwich or something in honor of Mark that day.
I don't want to waste one of them good sandwiches.
That's true.
That is good food.
Yeah, so we will do that for June 28th at Castle Hills. More information, Go Irish Lee, 101010 at AOL.com. At gmail.com. Go Irish Lee, 101010 at gmail.com. You notice that doesn't say Go PSU. It's Go Irish, okay? Keep that in mind. Go to the bottom of the third. Cooper Hawkendonor will step in.
He scored the only run of the afternoon, led the game off with a single, came around to score.
Yeah, tall, lanky left-hander. Cooper only a junior, too, so he's going to have all kinds of Baltimore chop off the plate's going to get the second baseman Fadden, and Hawkendonor slides in the first, but he is out at first base. Good job there by Fadden to charge and get that.
I'm going to ask you a question, Lee. Do you agree with sliding into first base? I think he should have ran through.
How did I know you were going to ask that question? You're just talking about that just the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is my answer. I can't give you again. As Brzezinski steps in. I know your thought there. Brzezinski takes first pitch strike. Is you actually lose time if you don't time your slider forward, and you technically lose a half second possibly. Brzezinski lines it right to the shortstop. Pizzullo had jumped about 6 inches off the ground to catch that one.
Nice play for Pizzullo to get the second out of the inning. Keep this score 1-0.
And Spitznagel struck out the first time up. Yeah, we appreciate these pitchers and pitching nice and fast so we can hopefully get out of here quicker. First pitch strike. Yeah, that first game between Laurel and Riverview, that lasted an hour and 20 minutes, I think it was. Hour and 25 minutes. It's great. Down low. Felt like a softball game. Got both pitchers like boom, boom, go. Not a lot of time between innings.
Spitznagel wasn't too happy that first called strike.
Comes the 1-1. Can be just high. You're still looking for teams for that golf outing, so not many more, but still looking for more. Comes the 2-1. That's outside. Hopefully Coach Mariano will come up with a team. We'll have to remind him on Monday, whoever's going to be broadcasting the Mohawk game. Make sure we give him a reminder. Here comes the 3-1. There's a strike. Of course, he could be listening to the archive on the way home, and then payoff pitch coming to Spitznagel. Fouls this one off. Yeah, I've had coaches tell us they listen to the broadcast on the way home on the bus, or they'll get up the next morning and they'll turn the game on, and whether riding on their bicycle or something, they'll listen to the rebroadcast of the game because the payoff pitch that's roped through the middle for a 2-out single. So Spitznagel will stop at first. Let's see if we have our axe courtesy runner. And we will have our axe courtesy runner.
Can you see the number?
We're going to find out real quick, like. It's me number 5 for South Park, which we do not have.
I don't have a 5.
So it's going to be Bob.
Okay.
What can you do?
Did you find out who number 53 was?
That's Troy Miller.
Yeah, but there's no number 53 in a roster then.
No.
Okay.
No, it's just they had their shirts are different. So Bob's running with 2 outs. First pitch is down low to Andrew Mitleiter. Let's make sure. I'm pretty sure that's definitely number 5. I can't. If he turns around, I'll be able to catch his name. Comes the 0-1. That's up high. But unfortunately, he's standing on first base. Might be Daniel Stevenson, but I can't say for sure. Because he looks young. And I saw an S for the first. Nope. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's a G. Boy, I hate playing the guessing game here.
There's a Talon Glowa.
Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Might be Jacob Ramondi, but we'll find out. Comes the 2-1. We'll stop guessing. Ground ball goes foul. Oh, I had it. He didn't stay turned around long enough. Count goes 2-2 to Andrew Mitleiter.
Bob in first base.
Comes the pitch. Line right field, and it's going to drop in front of the right fielder, Jackson Peters, and stopping at second is Bob as the throw comes in to third base.
Nice hard line drive and a good throw from right fielder Jackson Peters on a line to third base.
So bring up William Hayes, and we're going to get Coach Miliano out for a talk. Our trip to the mound, sponsored by UPMC in Lawrence and Mercer County, their local choice for advanced orthopedic care. To get you back on your feet faster, visit upmc.com to find a location near you. I was hoping Bob was going to go talk to his coach, but he is not. His name's nice and big on the back of his shirt, but I just can't get him to turn around. So William Hayes, who lined out to the pitcher the first time, with a nice play by Briar Crawford. South Park up 1-0 here in the bottom of the third.
Umpire out and says, come on, get back here. Get this game going.
So Crawford.
See if Hayes can come up with a big hit and get the second run of the game in.
Checks the runner at second. Here comes the first pitch. That's a strike.
Looked like a curveball to me, that pitch.
Talon Glowa is your courtesy runner.
Okay.
Thank you for finally turning around. So he's number 10.
I actually mentioned that name.
Actually, he's number 5 instead of 10 on our roster. Tanner Glowa. Counts 1-1 to William Hayes. So Glowa at second, Mitleiter at first.
So Bob's no longer in the game.
He's not been substituted. He can re-enter, though. Count goes just a little outside. Count goes to 2-1.
He might re-enter later if they get another pitcher, designated runner, or whatever.
So Talon Glowa. So two number changes so far. Comes the 2-1. That's fouled off.
With Lucid, engineering.
Jersey there.
Yeah, here comes the payoff pitch coming from Briar Crawford to William Hayes. Ground ball, second base, Fadden up with it cleanly. Will throw on to get the final out. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 left, played 3. It's 1-0 South Park. You're listening to high school baseball here at the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and NFHS.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve. Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
And top of the 4th inning, 1-0 South Park. 1-4-0 for South Park, 0-0-0 for Mohawk. Top of the order, Jackson Chapman. Hawkendonor with 6 strikeouts through the first 3 innings, and Chapman, first pitch strike.
Mohawk does not have a hit yet so far this afternoon. Chapman, was, like you said, was a strikeout victim in first inning.
Hawkendonor had 16 strikeouts in the first round victory. Pitched down low. 14 strikeouts the other day against Riverside. Unfortunately, they did not get involved in the decision.
Unfortunately, he was going against Zach Hare.
Yeah.
Who had a 7-inning no-hit game before he exited the game.
Yeah, Zach Hare has not given up a hit yet in the last 17 and a third innings. Comes to 2-1. There's a strike. Yeah, he's on a tear.
We watched him last year. He was impressive last year, and he's only going to get better between years.
Comes to 2-2. That ball's hit out in the shallow right field, and that's going to be a 1-out single. The ball takes a funky bounce off the turf, and Chapman's going to go into second base. A leadoff double for Jackson Chapman. Ball had a lot of English on it, Jay, as it just creaked over the glove of Troy Millard and just took almost a direct right hit right as William Hayes tried to reach up for that ball, tipped off his glove.
That was a good hustle by Chapman, too, to get to second base. Play was in front of him. He just kept on running.
Yeah, just a bad break there for William Hayes. Bring up Drew Rona.
See if Drew come up with a big hit tie this game.
He's going to put the bunt down. It's a beautiful one, the left side. Hawkendonor fields, throws, and just gets Rona at first base. Sacrifice goes 1-4, but boy, great play by Hawkendonor there.
He went off that mound quickly and threw a strike to first base.
We saw that earlier in the first game that the ball went down the right field line. But boy, Hawkendonor had to be quick and really played that well. Bring up Vinny Bizzolo.
Vinny flew out to center field last
And
time.
he gets an RBI single this time. Tie game. Hard hit ball in the left field.
That was a definite single as soon as he left the bat.
First pitch swinging was Bizzolo. The game tied at 1 here in the 4th inning. Mohawk with some life here.
Bobby Fadden struck out his first time up.
As did 6 out of the first 9 batters. Ball inside.
Almost hit him.
Feels like we can call him Bobby Fadden's name for 8 years. He's only a junior.
Well, he started, I think, every sport as a freshman, and he's still playing.
Runner takes off, swing and a miss, throw down, and sliding in safely is Pizzolo. So he gets the second base. Counts at 1-1 to Bobby Fadden.
See if Bobby come up with a big single and he get the go-ahead run in.
Again, the winner gets 3rd place and loser gets 4th place. Both seasons are still alive for these teams. Comes the 1-1. Down low, ball 2.
Pizzolo has good speed with 12 stolen bases on the year, as he showed there.
Fadden fouls this one off.
Just got a piece of that. Took about a half a swing at it just to make contact. Waste that pitch. Might have been out of the strike zone high.
Get state playoffs start on Monday. Count 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. For this second out of the inning. Big out there for Hawkendonor. Let's see if Cam O'Lear now can come up with a big hit.
7th strikeout.
Yeah, we will do our best to get every game on the Lawrence County Sports Network. We will have the 3 softball teams for sure. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Because those should be all local games. And then the loser of this game gets to go to Titusville. And the winner of this game gets either Forest Hills or Huntington. So one of those, either Altoona or the middle of nowhere.
Sounds like a good game for us, Lee, huh?
Wherever. The runner takes off, and he's going to slide in safely. Ball gets away. Pizzolo gets up. Here he comes home, and he's going to slide in safely. Stolen base and an error. I'm going to go there on the 3rd baseman. That ball just popped out of his glove.
I agree with you, Lee.
It's a 2-1 Mohawk. Stolen base, E5. Yeah, Mitlighter looked like he had the ball in his glove, and it just popped out. Count 0-2. Swing and a miss to Cam Lair, strike 3.
Pizzolo jumped up.
Now they're going to say it's 1-2. And I did my mistake. Never trust the scoreboard, but that's all right. Now we're done. Strike 3. But Mohawk comes up with 2 runs on 2 hits. We had a big error, and nobody left. We played 3.5. Mohawk leads South Park 2-1. You're listening to high school softball here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Union's Mia Pruz as the April Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month, after throwing a perfect game and 3 no-hitters in April, averaging 13 strikeouts per game. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Elwood City's Aaron Lake as the April Red Zone Male Athlete of the Month, after starting the year 6-0 with a 0.62 earned run average. Congratulations and best of luck to Elwood City's Aaron Lake and Union's Mia Pruz, the April Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
And welcome back here to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mohawk leading 2-1 first pitch. Troy Miller, one hopper to the third baseman Camo Lair, who makes the throw out. 1 pitch, 1 out for the new pitcher in Adam Deal. The sophomore Adam Deal, record 2-1, 2.44 ERA. 12 strikeouts and 3 walks in 14 innings for Adam. First pitch to Keegan Fichetti. The ball inside. That's your call to the bullpen. Sponsored by the Red Zone. Make sure you stop by the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs, sporting goods, custom apparel, embroidery, and more. Voted best of the best in Lawrence County. Spirit Sales can help raise big money for your organization. You can visit them online at theredzonesports.com to see how your group can score big at the Red Zone. Count 2-1, the Keegan Fichetti. I got to get up to the Red Zone, too. I'll tell you why in a second here. That ball lifted foul territory. Jackson Chapman about 10 feet from the fence in foul territory will make the catch for the second out. And Ryan Lavery will come in. If you remember, Jay, those the bingo cards that we had at
Hershey.
The Hershey, our basketball championships. I need to get the shirts made out, or bingo shirts. I know you want one.
Oh, definitely.
So we got to get up the Red Zone and get the picture of the bingo cards. First pitch of ball.
Matt's looking like, what are you talking about?
I think we showed Matt a pic. Yeah, we should. He knows what's going on. For those of you listening here after this pitch, we'll let you know here. Here comes the 1-0 to Ryan Lavery, who walked his first time up, takes a strike. The things fans yell at the referee, they made bingo cards out of, and so, yeah, you name it, what they yell, basketball referees. Comes the 1-1. It's inside ball 2. 3 seconds,
Are you blind?
Yeah, get a hearing aid, well, whatever else you see. But they had bingo cards made up, and they were actually playing bingo for when you heard that phrase during a game, you would daub your card and then yell out bingo. And then you get the pot, the $5 and $1 within. So we're going to get shirts made up, 2-1, and wear those next year's basketball games. So
I'm looking forward to that.
I can't wait. Don't know what color we're going to get yet, though. Maybe we'll get gold for Lawrence County. I don't know.
That'd be nice.
Comes to 3-1, swing and a miss.
You don't want to go with Penn State colors?
Not at all. Kelly green we could do. That would be a very good color with gold lettering.
Oh, I like that combo.
There you go. Count 3-2 to Ryan Lavery. A little dribbler down the third base line, and that's going to be trouble. Forget about it. No play. 2-out single. And why Ryan Lavery slid in the first, I have no idea.
I'm not going to touch that. I agree.
But that's all right. He had no chance. It was a number off the bat. O'Leary came in charge, but there's no way he was going to get anybody and bring up Nolan Oliphant.
Very smart not throwing the ball. A lot of times when you make that throw with no chance, it goes down the right field line.
Yeah, Nolan's sister Elliot is played for Shippensburg volleyball and track and field. She's a redshirt freshman there at Shippensburg, or as they say, the Ship. Takes a first pitch ball.
Nolan also plays basketball and golf, as we discussed earlier.
And his sister last year was Miss P18. Yeah. Count 2-0 to Nolan. And a little communication problems here between Deal and Connor Hart. So Connor Hart will go out to the mound. And he looks to the bench. He's like, okay, what's our signals here? And our umpire's taking a quick look out there. He's like, come on, guys. Our umpire doesn't want any of us to get back here. Connor Hart looks at the bench. He's like, what's he saying?
Umpire wants to keep this game moving.
Yeah, Connor likes to go out there and take his time with things, and umpire don't want no part of it. There's a strike. The Nolan counts 2-1. Every home umpire has their quirks and likes certain things. And 2-1 swing and a miss. Good fastball there by Deal.
He's complaining. He doesn't want to slow the game down, and if you go too fast, he'll tell you about that too.
No, it's his game.
Yes.
Count goes 2-2 off speed. Hopper O'Leary bobbles it. Going to try to throw the first, and that's not going to be in time. E5 on Cam O'Leary. The problem with that one, Jay, is he let the second bounce kill him.
Yes, he did. It was a hard-hit ball, but that bounce, he just didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, that second. He set a charge and he tried to get that first one. Unfortunately, he backed up a few steps, and that allowed the error. So bring up very dangerous Cooper Hawkendoner, who's 1 for 2 in the day. Good off-speed pitch by Deal, strike one. And Hawkendoner was way out in front of that one. Lavery at second, Oliphant at first.
Dealing a bunch of trouble here.
Good stop there. Count 1-1. Mohawk with a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the fourth inning. But South Park threatening. They've already left 4 on. Hawkendoner drives this deep right center field. That is over everybody's head, and that ball gets all the way to the wall. Hawkendoner will go in with a 2-out triple.
That
3-2 South Park.
That ball was crushed to straightaway center field, almost to the 390 mark.
He got all that one. Hawkendoner, the big 2 RBI triple, puts South Park back up in the lead.
When you get a lead, it's nice to come out and get a 1-2-3 inning, and it just didn't happen there. See if you can get the third out of the inning.
And that ball's right in the left center field off the glove of Bizzolo, who tried to make a leaping catch, but it goes off the tip of his glove. RBI single for Brzezinski, and it's now 4-2 South Park.
Bizzolo tried to time his leap. I think he just was a couple seconds off. He made one nice play at short, jumping up in the air. That time, just could not get there.
So Ryan Spitznagel takes the first pitch strike. Yeah, inning started it very innocently. And then that Ryan Lavery just nubber down the third base line. And then the error. That sets up everything.
And then Hawkendoner come through the 2-out triple to drive in 2 runs.
Count 0-2 to Spitznagel. And that's ripped down the left field line, and that's a fair ball. Going to third is Brzezinski. Spitznagel with a 2-out double. 3 straight hits here for South Park.
Hitting the ball hard off a deal.
And that's going to get Coach coming out, and that's going to be our pinch runner, or excuse me, our courtesy runner in Talon Gloa.
Who was in earlier.
Yeah, Bob didn't come back out. Talon did.
Okay.
He's your Axe courtesy runner. Axe is here to get you there. Lawrence County's door-to-door transportation service is open to the public. Axe takes people to work, play, and anywhere else they want to go. Call 724-652-5588 for more information. The Deal's got to get out of this quickly because it's a 4-2 game. There's 2 more big runs are out there for Mittleider, who's already 2 for 2 in an RBI.
And it was 2 big outs before this all happened, too. He was 1 out from getting out of the inning with no runs scored.
First pitch in the dirt, in the turf, in the dirt, in the rubber.
Yes. How about the rubber dirt? Good block by Hart that time.
Comes the 1-0. There's that pitch down low, too. Thought it was going to meet the knees, but broke down below the knees. Count goes to 2-0.
That low strike's been called consistently, but that time was just a little bit too low.
That ball wrote foul. So we are confirmed for our softball 6A game is going to be at Norwin tomorrow at 11 o'clock for softball. 4A and 5A at 11 and 3:30 at North Allegheny. In our games, we still get to travel to California, Jay, down to Lilly Field. Comes the 2-1. It's outside ball 3. Is Matt making the trip down to California? Oh, good.
All 3 games.
So I don't have to take my equipment down then. I'll keep it in the car just in case.
Smart man.
I don't hear that often.
Well, I'll give you credit where credit's due.
Comes the 3-1. Ground ball, shortstop. Bizzolo up, throws, and gets the out. But South Park scores 3 runs on 4 hits. We had 1 huge error and 2 men left. We played 4. It's 4-2. South Park over Mohawk. You're listening to high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Celebrating 25 years of the best coverage of high school sports in Western Pennsylvania. This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, covering 140 schools throughout all 3 sports seasons. Trib HSSN is always there. On tribhssn.triblive.com, you'll find live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, news, and so much more. The Trib Live High School Sports Network, broadcasting high school sports in Western Pennsylvania for 25 years.
Congratulations to our April LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Girls Track and Field as April's LCAP Team of the Month after winning their first section title in 40 years and qualifying for the WPIAL Championships. Congratulations to Coach Heather McKissick and the Laurel Track and Field team, your April LCAP Team of the Month.
Back for the top of the 5th inning. Cash Stratton takes a first pitch ball.
After getting a 2-1 lead, Mohawk is now down 4-2.
Boy, just when you think things are really looking up going against this very tough left-hander and Cooper Hawkendoner, getting a 2-1 lead, and unfortunately, South Park, good job coming back, getting those 3 runs. The count goes to 3-0 for Cash Stratton.
They didn't make much hard contact from Briar Crawford, but once Adam Deal came in, they sort of turned on him pretty bad.
And ball 4. It's a leadoff walk for Stratton. But again, go back, Jay. I mean, the first 2 outs, and then it's that little nubbard on the third base line and the big error that opened up the floodgates after that error. I mean, if you come up with that play, you're going to get out of that inning and then have Hawkendoner leading off the 4th or leading off the 5th instead of coming up with men in scoring position.
Got to give Hawkendoner credit.
Oh, yeah.
He crushed that ball.
Well, that's why he was hitting over 460 on the year. First pitch fouling back is Jackson Peters.
The air come back to haunt.
There's a strike.
I'm not sure if that was on a swing or...
No, I'm going to say it was, Mohawk wanted to know where that pitch was. Back safely is Stratton. Yeah, all 3 of those runs are going to be unearned.
Hawkendoner is a nice move. Well, of course, the left-hander's a little bit easier to throw it over to first base.
There it is. Snap back over there. Boy, he throws hard over there, too, doesn't he?
Yes. And low and right on the bag.
Yeah, you can see why he's an all-state baseball player. I said, plus he was the goalkeeper for the WPIAL champion boys soccer team. Comes the 0-2. Down low. Actually, strike 3. Sorry, I thought he was backing up for a ball. Got the strikeout. Jackson Peters goes down for the 2nd time. And Adam Deal will step in for the first time today.
Also, Cooper Hawkendoner plays basketball.
Catches the corner. Snap throw over. Boy, he doesn't lob over there. It's like he's throwing all fastballs over there. It's a Deal. Only his 9th appearance or 7th at bat all year. You can see on that swing. Way late in that fastball.
A little high, and he was way late on that.
Looks like we might get a pitch and change later on. We'll see. Pitch just missed. I believe Jackson Chapman was throwing down in the bullpen. Comes the 1-2. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. The throw down, and Stratton in with a stolen base with 2 outs. It's a Connor Hart. Come in, yeah, about 3 different players were warming up in the bullpen down for Mohawk, so we'll keep an eye on that in the 5th inning. First pitch, a little nubber, shortstop side. Chasing as Brzezinski throws over and gets the play. Nice play there by Brzezinski. Glovin throwing and getting on one motion. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4.5. It's 4-2 South Park. You're listening to high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and NFHS.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenopal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet. Yeah, go to the bottom of the 5th inning as the lights come on here at Ross Memorial Park at Washington Jefferson College. William Hayes will step in. New pitcher Bobby Fadden takes first pitch strike. That's her call to the bullpen, sponsored by the Red Zone. Visit them on theredzonesports.com. theredzonesports.com. You can score big at the Red Zone. Pitch little inside. Our new second baseman, Bobby Fadden, replacing him is Jackson Chapman, who was at first. Brian Crawford re-enters the game, and he is your new first baseman. The count goes to 1-1. That's outside. So Crawford will just use his re-entry. Adam Deal is out of the game. Everything else stays the same except the positions.
Hayes 0 for 2 so far in the afternoon.
Swing and a miss there. Fadden on the year on the pitching area. He's 0-2 with a 3.85 ERA, 17 strikeouts in 20 innings, 12 walks, though, in those 20 innings. Count goes 2-2. That goes back to the backstop, ball 3. Comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch there.
Hayes way out in front of that pitch. First batter's a strikeout for Bobby Fadden.
You mentioned Fadden does everything at Mohawk. Going to break some scoring records here next year. 1,700 career points for Fadden. First pitch strike to Troy Miller.
Wasn't he quarterback for Mohawk last year?
Quarterback, yep.
He was a great wide receiver. I think he was all-conference his sophomore year.
They moved the quarterback his junior year. Somebody had to replace Jay Rona, the cousin
of Troy.
And first base coach. Oh, the third base coach going to take a run to the dugout. Something's going on over there, so counts 0-2 to Troy Miller. He'll get back out there in a second. He'll wait till after the batter. Just be like the softball days, Jay. Just go, go. Ball outside. You have a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the fifth, though, to South Park, so that's the good thing. Again, thanks everybody here at W&J for taking good care of us.
Looks like it.
Pitch just missed.
Two count, 1 out.
That ball, one hopper to Bizzolo.
Should be an easy play for Bizzolo.
And throw out 6-3, 2 outs.
Nice stretch by the first baseman.
Now, you don't believe in the announcer jinx, correct, when you say no-hitter or anything. Now, do you believe if I'm talking about another game that's going on, is it an announcer's jinx? Because Zach Hare has a perfect game going into the 7th inning right now over across the pond.
Do you expect anything less from Zach Hare?
Riverside scored an infield hit.
They won their last game 1-0.
And he had an immaculate inning, too. A 9-pitch, 3-strikeout inning. This ball hit in the center field. Caught there by Drew Rona, 3 up, 3 down. We played through 5. It's 4-2. South Park, you're listening to high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Top of the 6th, 4-2 South Park. 23rd, 23 and a third innings now. Zach Hare is no-hit streak right now, which is incredible. Our head coach from Mohawk was standing by the home plate umpire for about, 10 seconds, trying to ask a question to see, I think it was probably the substitution rules is what I'm guessing at right now. Because Crawford is back into the game. That's Jackson Chapman. But I do not know. I'm just taking a guess right now. So Chapman will lead things off, 1 for 2 in the day.
Mohawk needs a couple base runners, get back in this game. Only 6 outs left.
First pitch of ball. Yeah, I was talking to athletic director Mike Mastriani from Quaker Valley before this game, before everything started today while we were here. Next pitch, a strike, and he's the athletic director at Quaker Valley. And, he says, we're definitely the underdog today against Riverside. But he said, you never know. Baseball's the funny game. Ground ball deep in the hole. It's short, and it's going to be booted by shortstop Bryce Berzanski. If he comes up with it, might be a tough play. We'll see what they roll here in the press box.
I would say
And it looks like our press box went error, so we will go E6.
What I was going to say myself, but
bring up Drew Rona. I'm sure Mohawk game changer probably went hit and South Park went error probably. Drew Rona sacrificed his last time up. Takes the first pitch up high, ball 1. He's 0 for 1 in the day. Zolo with the only RBI, Toshiba RBI today for Mohawk. Scored the other. He scored on a E5.
2 stolen bases and an E5.
And ball fouled off. Yeah, you can call Dale at 412-290-2156 for all your printer output devices and digital workflow solutions. You can visit www.business.toshiba.com and click on Find a Dealer Near You. That's Toshiba RBI. Count 1-1. And Rona steps out with Mohawk trailing 4-2 here in the 6th. Again, both these teams qualify for the state playoffs. Winner will take a road trip. Well, they're both going to be a road trip, to say the least. But 1-1. Oh, that ball goes way over the head of Rona, and going down the second base is Chapman.
Lucky didn't hit the top of his helmet. If he would have been 2 inches taller, then he would have hit the top of his helmet.
Yeah, loser of this game gets to go to Titusville. I believe they're I forget Titusville's nickname. Comes to 2-1. Puts the bunt down third base line, and it's a good one, but it goes foul, unfortunately. He's going to beat that out if it's if it goes foul.
And the runner would have got to third base easily, too.
And if Mohawk wins this game, we're going to do our best to get to Forest Hills or Huntington. And I don't know who I'd root for there, but I was thinking Hollidaysburg, but it's in the Altoona area somewhere up that way.
It's going to be a road trip no matter
where.
Yeah,
we will do our best to get every game on the network. We'll have 4 games on Monday for the state playoffs, 3 softball and 1 baseball game. Comes to 2-2. Just gets a piece of it, does Rona. Yeah, that time of year. End up the championships for 3A. It's Thursday, June 12th at 1:30 up at Penn State. Comes to 2-2. Gets a piece of that one. NFHS will have all 12 games, softball and baseball, 6 apiece on the NFHS network. Make sure if you want to watch them, you got to pay for the membership. It's a monthly membership. Comes to 2-2. Off speed, fouls that one off again. Or just pay one time to watch the championship game. However you want to do it. For NFHS Network, they will have all the live coverage. And we will have the free audio coverage if you want to do that here in the Lawrence County Sports Network. Come to 2-2. That's down low, ball 3. Getting back to second as quickly as Chapman. It's like here today, too. Audio coverage we have. It's a 3-2 pitch coming to Drew Rona. That's a chopper off the first base line and foul. Good a pitch there. Wasting pitches here for Hawken Donor. It's got to be getting close to his pitch count.
There was somebody warming up in the south part of Bull Bend. I did not see who it was.
Yeah, out of our sight. Hawken Donor balked. Both umpires got that one. Home plate umpire and the second base umpire. Hawken Donor is looking like, what? What'd I do? And the coach.
Coach is telling him.
Yeah, coach said, here's what you did.
Here's what you did. You can't do it.
So the payoff pitch coming to Rona. Chopper is going to score a run, charging his second baseman Miller, and he's not going to have a play. Infield single, Drew Rona. RBI, make it 4-3.
Good battle by Rona. He must have fouled off at least 7 pitches with 2 strikes.
Savini Mazzola with an RBI single as Mohawk cuts the lead to 4-3.
Mohawk's not going away.
They continue to warm in the South Park bullpen. First pitch stays outside. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Yeah, would you rather go to Titusville or Huntington or Forest Hills?
It doesn't matter to me. You're
I'm
driving.
if we are assigned the game, who knows?
Yes.
Pitch down low. I know Tim Consonance, our broadcast partner, used to do games at Titusville, if I'm not mistaken, for football back in the day. Counts 2-0. Vinny Bozzolo. That's roped into center field for a base hit. Stopping at second is going to be Rona. So Mohawk in business here in the 6th. And that's going to do it for Mr. Hawkendoner. At least I think so. So with the UPMC trip to the mound, we'll take a break. You're listening to high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP. When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone. Yeah, and welcome back. Our UPMC trip to the mound. UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services. You can call them at 724-983-7000 as Hawkendoner stays in the game. Bobby Fadden to the plate. First and second, nobody out. And Fadden drives this to center field, but going about 10 steps to his right as Troy Went tagging from second to third and sliding in safely is Drew Rona. So a productive out for Bobby Fadden, and they've appealed to second base saying Rona left early, but umpire says no.
It was close. I was watching him leave, and it was very close.
So Rona third, Bozzolo first, and Cam O'Lear, who struck out twice. And we got a pinch hitter up now is Chase Weiss, this freshman, will check in. Runner takes off, and he'll get the stolen base. I got Chase Weiss on my Mohawk roster.
Okay.
What do you have on the other one? Here comes the first pitch, swing and a miss.
I got Tyler Howarth.
Comes the 0-2. It's outside. So Chase Weiss, the pinch hitter. Count is 1-2. Just outside. The freshman, 0.67 on the year. Comes the 2-2. Good eye there, just outside. Boy, Hawkendoner wanted that one with runners on second and third.
He gave a look to the umpire, did not agree with that call at all.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Strike 3 at the knees. So Weiss strikes out 2 outs, bring up Cash Stratton. Big strike out there for Hawkendoner.
He kept it low, and he could not take a swing at that pitch.
Stratton does not have an official at-bat, was hit by a pitch and walked in his 2 at-bats.
And he had a stolen base also.
First pitch, a strike.
Looked like a nice curveball.
Rona at third, Bozzolo at second. Mohawk trailing 4-3 here in the 6th.
Mohawk needs a big hit. Hawkendoner wants to get out of this inning.
That's a ball. Yeah, could not see who was warming up down. See, it's a right-hander. It's about all we know. I think he wears the first number is a 2, but I can't say for sure. Ball either hits him.
Yeah,
it did hit him. Okay. Runner took off thinking maybe it was a pass ball. But Cash Stratton gets hit for the second time And will we have another pinch hitter in Dylan Deal, the senior. Dylan Deal hitting .308 on the year. .14 plate appearances, 4 hits. Had a double, did Dylan. Good size on Dylan Deal. So he comes up with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the 6th. Big spot for the senior here.
You're going to leave Hawkendoner in to face him.
Swings and misses the first pitch. Yeah, as they were talking on the baseball broadcast the other night, it's like the toughest thing to do in baseball is coming off the bench and pinch hit. Comes the 0-1. Strike 2, and I don't blame Hawkendoner right now. Just go after him.
That looked like a curveball to me. It was inside, but a lot of movement.
Way ahead in the count now, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, blows it right by him. So they get out of the inning, but Mohawk able to score a run on 2 hits. They had an error, but they strand 3. It's 4-3 South Park at the end of 5.5. You're listening to high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and NFHS.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zingoli-Opal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet. And welcome back to the bottom of 6-4-3 Mohawk, and O'Lear comes back in. Jackson Peters comes back in. And history on the other side of the pond, or the parking lot, as you want to say. Zach Hare throws a perfect game in the 3A final. 15 strikeouts. They won 1-0. Zach Hare now's 24 1/3 no-hit innings in the playoffs. That's an equivalent of 3 games? A little over 3 games.
That is just, it's unbelievable he can do that as a senior.
Yeah, I saw a no-hitter last year in championship game for North Allegheny. They threw in it wasn't a perfect game, but a no-hitter. Had a pleasure of being on that call with Randy Gore from North Allegheny. So Lavery will step back in. First pitch strike from Bobby Fadden. Lavery 1 for 1 on the day. Good slow curveball here by Fadden. Strike 2. The righty continues to warm up in the bullpen for South Park.
I'm sure he'll be in the next inning.
Comes the 0-2. That's outside. I can't hear. How many pitches? And the 1-2 coming to Ryan Lavery. Baltimore chop off the base to first baseman. It's going to be fair, and Briar Crawford, will make the play 3 unassisted. It's the 4th one we've had today, the 3 unassisted plotout today. And Nolan Oliphant will come to the plate. Just found out that Hawkendoner is 100 pitches. He has to come out after 105 or continue that end of the batter. So that ball's roped to right field, and a diving try by the right fielder, Jackson Peters, but couldn't come up with it.
He had that ball when he hit the ground. It popped out, unfortunately.
So that's an E9. No, just kidding. I'm just a running joke between my brother and I right now. That's all. Nice diving try. In and out of the glove, though. Made a nice try. So 1-out single for Nolan Oliphant, and Cooper Hawkendoner will step in.
He had the big 2-out triple last time up to drive in 2 runs.
Yeah, if we were hitting a shirt to the South Park, that would be our play of the game right now for Melee Chiropractic. It's a huge game, huge hit there for Cooper. But we're going to hand out shirts to Mohawk. South Park looking for insurance here. First pitch strike to Cooper Hawkendoner.
Fadden's showing a lot of off-speed stuff, and I think it's really messing with South Park.
That ball down low. Count 1-1. 4-3 South Park here in the bottom of the 6th. Again, we'll do our best to get all 4 state first-round playoff games on the air on Monday. Stay tuned to the Lawrence County Sports Network when we find out details of everything. That ball skied in the air. Second baseman Jackson Chapman will make the catch in shallow right field for the second out. Staying at first is Oliphant and Brzezinski. Actually, we're going to get a pinch hitter in Jacob Raimondi. Will pinch hit for Brzezinski. And why not? Game, both teams are going to move on. Again, the loser gets Titusville. Winner gets either Huntington or Forest Hills. That game was tied 1-1 in the 8th, and it got, I believe, rained out last night. I'm assuming they played the rest of that game today, but we'll have that information later. First pitch, a strike to Raimondi. Yeah, it's nice that the rain held off. And I said if this wasn't turf, this wouldn't be played.
There's no way. We got a lot of rain this morning.
More rain coming over the weekend. I can't wait to golf in it.
I'll just have to sit and maybe watch movies.
Yeah, our colleague Eric Thomas. I'm glad I talked him into golfing with me on on Saturday. The weather does not look good.
And I'm glad I don't golf.
Comes the 1-1.
You enjoy yourself, Lee.
We will. Yeah. Here's a strike. Wonder how many clubs will be thrown out of the hands like baseball bats like it were today.
Raimondi knew that was a strike. He was shaking his head.
Yeah, I think he was looking off speed, and Fadden came with the fastball.
Which doesn't seem to be too overpowering, but it was good location.
That's what we're going to see tomorrow from Sydney Seckley from South Park, the girls team. Not overpowering, but just good location. Count 1-2 as Fadden steps off. Yeah, we will have South Park baseball on the air tomorrow against Mohawk in that championship game 3A.
Should be a very interesting game.
1-2, that's outside. Yeah, Seckley, she said she throws about 60 mile an hour, but she has over 160 strikeouts, I think, in the year, and like 10 walks or something like that. I mean, just pinpoint control. Doesn't throw the 70s like Lexi and Riley and Gonklick from Meadow Ferry from Chartier-Jostin. That ball hit in the center field, but it's going to be right at Drew Rona for the third out. Do or die 7th for Mohawk after no run and a hit, no errors, and one left. 4-3 South Park. You're listening to high school baseball here in the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Is your shortstop. Yeah, welcome back. As we get changes, our trip to the mound. Bryce Brzezinski will be your new pitcher. Our new shortstop is Robert Lindsay. Mittleiter is still at third. Looks like we might have a new second baseman, yeah. New second baseman, Alex Hale. Thank you for the umpires for letting us know, right? Oh, jeez. We dissect this. Apologize. We have a new left fielder, too. New left fielder is Talangloa.
He's a pinch runner earlier in the game a couple times.
Don't even ask me where they're going to hit.
They're hoping they don't have to.
I hope we do.
Yeah, I do, too.
Change your mind real quick, huh?
No, I mean, I said they hope they don't. Briar Crawford up to bat.
Looks like A.C. Miller is your new center fielder. And I have a feeling A.C. Miller was in the whole time. First pitch is a strike. Because A.C. Miller, I saw the Miller in the back, A.C. He's wearing number 12, and our roster says East Tyler went. Here's the 1-0. To Briar Crawford. So I have a feeling A.C. Miller was in the game the whole time, Jay, playing center field.
Where's the lineup? We could probably look. I mean, their lineup they gave us.
Yeah. Nonetheless.
It doesn't.
So right now we got Brzezinski on the mound. Spitznagels at our defensive alignment, sponsored by Mador Bonner.Laws. A 3-0 count to Briar Crawford. And he takes a strike. Fichetti at first. Alex Hale at second. Robert Lindsay at short. Mittleiter at third. Talent Glau at left. A.C. Miller in center. And William Hayes at right. And that ball's listed out the right center field. And taking charge will be A.C. Miller for the first out.
He came a long way. I thought the right fielder was going to crawl him off. And I guess the center fielder says, it's my ball. You let him have it.
So Connor Hart will step in. Since Robert Lindsay got in the game, as I mentioned him, he was the quarterback for that very successful WPIAL champion South Park football team, Jay. We got to see him play.
Yes, we did.
900 rushing yards and 600 passing yards, 14 TDs on the year for Lindsay. And that very successful WPIAL champion team. They ran into a buzzsaw against Central Clarion in the semifinal state playoff game.
Everybody got buzzsawed by Central Clarion.
Yeah, they were some team. And Hart lines a one-out single in the left field. So the tying run aboard. Brings up the top of the order. Brings up A.C. Miller. And a courtesy runner. Going to be Talon Swanson.
You said batting.
Yeah, I know. I said Jackson Chapman is up. The courtesy runner.
Oh, I thought you said AC.
No, AC
Okay.
Miller's our center fielder.
Okay.
Okay. Talon Swanson is your courtesy runner. First pitch down low. Counts 1-0. That ball's skied in the left field. Now it's going to drift towards right field, but AC Miller will take charge again in front of the right fielder for the second out.
Right field saying, let me catch a ball, please. Down to her last out.
Drew Rona.
Last time up had a very good bat, fouled off at least 7 balls, and he finally got a hard single.
He's 1 for 2 in the day with a sacrifice.
And he drove the third run in for the Warriors.
First pitch grounded, second base. This should do it. 4-3 put out. South Park will take the third place consolation game as they defeat Mohawk 4-3. We'll be back for our recap, sponsored by Creative Edge. You're listening to high school baseball here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
No two companies create the same way. Toshiba empowers the art of business by uniquely enabling businesses to work with tools designed specifically for them. In a constantly evolving world, business communication must be agile, efficient, and fast. Toshiba is the company that helps you manage it all, from paper to digital to screen and back again. Toshiba, empowering the art of business.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do?
We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
And welcome back. Final score 4-3 here from Ross Memorial Park at Washington Jefferson College. A really good valiant effort, though, by Mohawk, Jay, facing a very, very good pitcher in Cooper Hawkendoner, who really shined against Riverside in the semifinals. And they made him look a little human today. scoring a couple runs off them.
They never did get a hit until the fourth inning. Then they had a couple hits and a couple more, and they fought. They fought hard. They never got up. You thought, well, this game's over. It's 4-1, 4-2. And nope, they just kept fighting and fighting, but they just could not get the big hit to get the tying run in.
So Mohawk will be making the trip up north, at least north from me anyways, up Raleigh North to Titusville. I think it's off 62, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere.
I believe you're right.
Is where there's a Titusville. They'll be heading there on Monday. Again, we will do our best to get that game on the network. Better find out if there's internet up that way and cell phone signals and all that other good stuff. So we'll do our best to get that game on the network. But our gem scoring, creative edge scoring recap. From concept to creation, they combine their extensive construction experience with creative design to make your project a reality. Fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services. You can call 724-652-1372 for more information. South Park scored a run in the first inning, leadoff single for Hawkendonor, and then it was able to get the second base on a sacrifice, and then a 2-out single by Andrew Mittleiter made it 1-0, and we stood that way for quite a while. And then Mohawk was able to score 2 runs in the fourth inning, a leadoff double by Jackson Chapman, a sacrifice by Drew Rona over to third, and an RBI single by Bizzolo. He stole second, stole third, and then came home on the error on the stolen base, the third base, making it 2-1. You think Mohawk might stand a chance in this one, but South Park would answer just like that with three runs in the bottom of the fourth inning, 2 outs, and then just the dribbler by Ryan Lavery, the 2-out single, and then the error, unfortunately, on the ball that Olaire just sort of misplayed, waited for that second bounce instead of going for the first, E5, and then the big 2-out triple by Cooper Hawkendonor, and then an RBI single by Bryce Pazanski, and that was all the scoring she wrote. Actually, 1 run in the 6th for Mohawk, but then they stranded the bases loaded, unfortunately, RBI single by Drew Rona, but then couldn't get the rest of the runners in. They got the first 3 runners on, Jay, in that inning, and then unfortunately left the bases loaded, and they lose 4-3. That's your scoring recap, sponsored by Creative Edge. Now it's time, since it's been a long day, we're going to go straight to our awards. Let's go for our Melee Chiropractic play of the game, Jay. We'll do that first this time. Looking back at the game, and it goes way back in the first inning. The last batter of the first inning is Mittleiter was on first base, but a line drive ball that William Hayes absolutely just crushed, and Crawford just sort of stuck out the glove like, oh, well. But it looked like it was going to go in the center field, but it just stuck out the glove, and it went in, and he hung on to it. That's our Melee Chiropractic play of the game.
Melee Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Briar Crawford of the Mohawk.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Melee Chiropractic in Lawrence County is proud to honors Briar for Big Night's Play of the Game. Briar received a customized T-shirt courtesy of Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. But tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on Trib Live High School Sports Network standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of this year's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Briar Crawford of the Mohawk Warriors for tonight's Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
And our MVP, insurance MVP of the game, we're going to go with number 14, the shortstop, Vinny Bizzullo. Played a nice shortstop here today. Plus, he was 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a couple stolen bases. So Vinny Bizzolo is your MVP, insurance MVP of the game. He will see his customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone. If you were being today's MVP of the game, you can view the full list of this year's game's MVPs. A very long one right now with a few more to go. You can go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Vinny Bizzolo for being named tonight's MVP of the game, MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win. Final score, South Park defeats Mohawk. Final thoughts real quick, Jay.
It was a very good game. It's nice to get two well-played games, and I thought Mohawk was going to come back and win it, but he just could not get the key hit when they needed it.
Triple header tomorrow from Lily Field, Lord willing, at noon. Mohawk and South Park softball style will lead things off. Neshannock and Chartiers Houston is the middle game. Union and Carmichael's is the nightcap. Noon, 2:15 and 4:30. Joining us at LC SportsNet and on the NFHS Sports Network. For everybody here at W&J, thanks for everything. Producer Matt Flannery, my partner Jay Moon, my name's Lee Moon. Again, final score: South Park defeats Mohawk 4-3. And you've been listening and watching everything only here on the Lawrence County Sports Network, powered by LCAP and the NFHS Network. Have a great night, everybody.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball.
County SportsNet.